Okay, welcome back. We'll try to get the lineups here as we go through. Okay, introducing Caleb Cox right now at 126. Hunter Forsythe. Bunch of changes. We didn't get any rosters as we got here, and they started the JV at 6 o'clock, so we're a little behind. 45, BJ McLaughlin for Thompson Valley, going against Bryce Thomas.
At 150, Thompson Valley, Hunter Williams. At Beer Beaches, Wyatt Fowl.
Wyatt Fowl take on Hunter Williams at 160.
Beer Beaches, Nick Welling.
Take smack for Thompson Valley 170 against Nick Welling. Case Barnett will go against Caleb Burton, 182. Matt Dunkelman at 195 will go against Thomas Metlin. Isaac D. Herrera will take on Chris Ringus. So, okay, let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with more on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back, and we're ready for varsity action here. And we're going to start at 220 pounds. Okay, we'll introduce. What's that?
They texted it to you on your phone.
Okay. Oh, I don't have my phone. Okay. We're going to go at 106 pounds here. And we're underway. Franco for the Beat Diggers. He gets tossed, and they're going to give him the point. They're right at the edge. Jacob Bierman is out there for Thompson Valley. Working from the top. Next Steve. There's our beat digger out there. Stand up. Here comes a half Nelson by the Thompson Valley wrestler. He just walks it around. The beat digger's down 12-0 as we go. After we gave up 220 in heavyweight, and we'll be down 18-0 after this match.
For 113, for Thompson Valley, Jacob Newman. Beer Beat Diggers, Eric Urbina. Young, Gerald.
We're good set for the 113 pounders. Eric Urbina is going to go for the Beat Diggers. Jacob Bierman for Thompson Valley. And we're underway. Beat Diggers down 18-0. Eric Urbina trying to fight off a single leg shot. And he does. Working under the mat light. Really working the wrist. Going forehead to forehead. Thompson Valley in a black singlet with red or yellow pinstripes. White tee and a little. Right under the mat light. A little arm drag attempt by Bierman. Now they come back forehead to forehead. Still no score. A minute gone here almost in the first period. Gets trying to fight out of a single leg, had a front headlock locked up, and they break out of that here at 113 pounds. And he tries a little snap down. Now they go to wrist time, forehead to forehead. He brings it. Feints a shot. 30 seconds to go. Little head and heel attempt there by Bierman. Now a double leg shot by Urbina. He gives up on that. Now he tries to sprawl out, fight off a double leg shot by Bierman. And now he gets cross face in there and breaks that away. Pushes Bierman away. 10 seconds to go. Still no score in the first period. Fighting off a same shot, no score to go to the second period.
First, green, your choice. Hey, constant motion. Hands in front.
Okay,
We got to remove it the whole time.
He's going to choose
Hands
down.
in front. Turn those wrists out, no legs.
Bringing in on the left side, he worked tight waist. There goes that 2-on-1. Breaks Sabrina flat. Using the 1-on-1. Now goes the 2-on-1 on that left wrist, the near wrist. Bierman with the little brace on his elbow. Trying to peel those wrists. And now Urbina tries a little roll, comes up, faces his opponent, gets the escape. First point of the match. Comes for the Beaters. There's a shot there by Bierman. Urbina with a sprawl. Gets a little cross face in there. And Bierman trying to work a single leg, but Urbina ties up, shoots in, double leg, and puts Bierman down. He's got him sitting on a hip. Out to the side. And the 2-point takedown goes Brush's way. And Coach Quinlan trying to help Eric Urbina.
Stay back. Pick the ankle.
They'll set out. The crunch time now for Urbina. Up with the cross face, grabs that near leg this time. And now he's got a cradle locked up. Over goes the Thompson Valley wrestler. And the official couldn't see any back points there. Now over he goes again. Still not counting any back points, but inside shoulder a little bit high. But Urbina resets it. Now there's some back points coming. She's waving them off. Urbina trying to stretch him out. And we run out of time, and we're going to 3-point near fall. So, big period for the Beat Diggers. 6 points for Urbina on the escape start period. The 2-point takedown and 3-point near fall. And Thompson Valley wrestler wants top. Bierman working from the top. Breaks Eric down for a moment. Working at 2-on-1. Bierman staying parallel. 2-on-1 on the right side. Breaks Urbina down. He's trying to throw that double grapevine in there. That didn't work. Roll that right wrist underneath it. Urbina can't seem to be moving anywhere, but Bierman now come behind his shoulder. Going to work on the left arm for a while. It's the 2-on-1. Still working the 2-on-1. Now he's trying to go back the other side. He kind of blocks that. Bierman not staying parallel. He hasn't been anywhere near this to the side, just staying parallel, working the wrists and keeping heavy body pressure on Rabina. Rabina now gets based up and gets in a set-out position. Trying to roll out of there, rolls through, rolls again. Behrman follows him. Rabina pulls, spins through again, kind of breaks through, set out, gets snapped back, and Rabina trying to pop out of a headlock now. Behrman over the top, and Behrman gets thrown over, and it's going to be a reversal for Rabina, and he's out to the side now, up 8-0 with 7 seconds and counting in the match. And the Beat Diggers is going to get a win here at 1:13. How about that? And it's a major decision. So 18-4 for Thompson Valley. An 8-0 win for the Beat Diggers. Colin Cole next to go for the Beat Diggers. And who have we got him against? Lita?
Seawater Reed 120.
Jurgensen. Gregor Jurgensen.
No, it's Siegel on 120.
Okay. Yep, you're right, Siegel. Ariel Siegel. And it's Colin Cole here. Trying to fight off a taller opponent. Gets tied up there, tied up his elbows and tried to throw. Siegel tried to throw. Colin out of that. Colin fought out of that. Now here comes that arm throw again. Colin tried to step around behind it. They run out of room and they'll be out of bounds. Oh, nice little toe shot there, and Colin's going to get the 2-point takedown. A real low shot, grabbed the toe, throws him up over the top, and Siegel about to pop out the backside. He does, and he'll come up on top and tie it up in a 2-point reversal. And Colin trying to work out of there, get those wrists tied up and walk away, and he will for the escape. There's Siegel, a sophomore for Thompson Valley. A good shot in there by Colin. Picks up single leg and dumps Siegel down. Siegel's got a little whizzer in there. Colin says thank you. Gets the arm out, gets the reverse headlock, but Siegel comes back that length and fights it off, and they go out of bounds. Siegel will go down in a down position. 26.5 seconds left here in the first period. Due caution on the start. Gets going against Thompson Valley wrestler. It's McGurl, the referee, out there tonight. Calling in on the left side. Trying to get the little head lever in there with a tight waist. 18 seconds to counting. Gets out to the side. Throws the half in. Trying to drive it over, but Siegel gets out of there. And Siegel's about to come over, step over this move by Colin and put him on his back. And no change, as Colin really had to fight. He's given up about 6 inches out there, and that leverage really showed up on that one. Got a little, Thompson Valley coach is giving a little lecture to the referee. I don't think it's going to work with the girl. Okay. They get all that over with. Siegel's going to take down position here in the second period. Colin working the wrist underneath. Reaches for an ankle. Tall guys hate to wrestle short guys, and short guys hate to wrestle tall guys. Now calling outside, trying to put a kind of an overdrape or a near side cradle. And Siegel's going to spin away and get the escape. Makes it 5-3. On their feet. Look towards the far edge. There's a little trip attempt. Now a low single by Siegel. And Colin gets a little whizzer in there and almost throws him over. Has a half with that arm. Not sure who's got who. Siegel has a whizzer trying to throw Colin. We're going to get a potentially dangerous 2. He's going to give a takedown before there's a takedown off of some kind of a hold that it should have been nothing there. That was not a takedown, except in the eyes of the one guy out there that counts.
1 minute sprint.
He just got chewed out by the other coach, so I guess he had to give him a little love there. Calling a quick stand up, spins away, and he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to give him the escape.
Hey, hold it. Okay, hang it tight, okay? We got to control the elbows or get out of them. Control the elbows or get out of them.
6-5 now. On their feet here in the second period. Beat Diggers down 18-4 on the team side. There's a nice shot there by Siegel. Colin trying to that salsa hara, a reverse headlock, and he puts himself right on his back. And it's going to be a takedown of back points. Colin Cole's about to be pinned here. And he is. That comes at 3:36 of the match. Okay, Caleb Kopp up next for the Beat Diggers. He's taking on Gregor Jurgensen. Jurgensen out there, and Caleb Cox dropping down to 126. Caleb right on our double leg, lifts Jurgensen up, dumps him down for 2. Caleb working from the top. Trying to get a leg in there. We'll clear over in front of the Thompson Valley bench. They're on the south side of the bigger gym. And they'll be out of bounds. Head back to the center. Thompson Valley ranked number 6 on the 4A side. There, Cox working the 2-on-1. Working on that left wrist, which Jurgensen broke down. Jurgensen also a sophomore. Caleb a senior for the Beat Diggers. Jurgensen trying to get out of there. He spins around, breaks him down again. Cox trying to reach through and grab that wrist, get that rooster tail, and make that work. And we come back, hit the cross face, gets the iron cross on there, that barbed wire. Jurgensen with them long legs gets them stretched out there. And Cox gives up on that, comes back, looks like trying to go for a cross-face cradle. Jurgensen trying to fight off this cross-face cradle attempt by Cox. He's about got it locked up. And over goes Jurgensen. He's kicking hard, but he's giving up back points. Cox got him locked up, 25 seconds and counting here in this period. And he's looking at the mat light here. Cox will pick up the 3 near fall points. And 15 seconds left. Cox slaps a cradle right back on him. Readjusts that cradle. Jurgensen gets an arm out. Cox keeps the leg, and he's just going to hold him, and we'll head to the second period. Cox up 5-0. The Thompson Valley's choice. And Caleb will take down. Runner in on the left side, moves to right. Cox right to his feet, peels the wrist. And he Walks away for the escape. 6-0. Jurgensen with a shot now. Cox, nice double leg. Sets him down on his hip right at the far edge. Trying to work up, gets the takedown. But Cox up by 8. And kind of scissors through the legs. Jurgensen's out of bounds. On the front, top half anyway. Cox trying to just bust him out now after restart. Cox on the left side. Little Granby roll by Jurgensen. Cox stays with him. Gets him broken down flat. 2-on-1. Hits a hard cross face with the left arm. Traps his right elbow. Trying to lift up the near leg and put him over. But Jurgensen just spread eagles his legs and gets a base and just laying there. Cox trying to work that cross face. Got that far elbow trap now. Go for 2 hands on her in the barbed wire, but couldn't stay with it. Gonna come over and cross facing the right side. Peel those wrists under. Jurgensen got up to his knees just a moment. Cox keeping him broke down. Inside of 20 seconds to go. Jurgensen facing up, but Jurgensen does a little Granby roll right into the Beat-Digger cheerleaders, but they'll be out of bounds with 2 seconds on the clock. Second period. Cox in on the right side. He'll just grab the waist and ankle. We're heading to the third period. Caleb Cox up 8-0. Jurgensen from Thompson Valley. Wants the neutral position. 126. Low single by Cox. Picks it up. Peel trips him. Jurgensen trying to hit a switch right at the edge. And they're going to stay out of bounds. Okay, forehead to forehead. Jurgensen bobbing and weaving. Now Cox tie up with him. Caleb giving up a lot of size. Now a nice low single. Caleb sets him over on a hip. Steps over. Got his head caught underneath. Trying to work up the body. And Jurgensen tried to set out. Cox will go into the double leg and dump him down for 2. 10-0 for Cox. Got a minute and 5 seconds and counting. Cox working the wrists. Yeah. 2-on-1 on the right side.
Put your elbow in his tricep and dig it out.
Working the wrist. There's a hard cross face from Cox with the left arm. Traps that far elbow. Gives up on that. Jurgensen just broken flat. Now Cox tries a half Nelson with the left hand. Just keeping Jurgensen broke down. Now he's got a little leg ride and a little Turk in there. He's got Jurgensen on his back again. 7 seconds left. Going for the pin. I don't think he's a little high there, but it's going to be a 13-0 win. Domination by Caleb Cox.
132 from Thompson Valley, Aaron Ellie.
Another will be 8 points for the Beat-Diggers. 24 for Thompson Valley. Okay, we go to 132 pounds now.
Control tight. Forward in the temple.
So who we got for Thompson Valley here, Tony?
We have Aaron Alley.
And Hunter
Oh, I'm
Forsythe
sorry. It's not
for
right.
the Beat Diggers. Hunter senior for the Beat Diggers.
Come on the outside. Control the elbow.
They work to the far side. It's underway here in the first period. And then Forsythe, nice trip. And he's got the takedown. He's going against Aaron.
Under control here.
There's,
Pressure, good pressure.
if I can find out what Aaron's last name. Oh, and then Turk right over on his back for a 2 count.
It's
Aaron Alley.
A-L-L-E-E.
And there's 2 near Paul points for Hunter Forsythe. And they'll be right at the edge. They're going to call it out of bounds. Forsythe from Alley, another sophomore. Hunter working from the top, trying to set a hammerlock back. Working that tight waist. Trying to get a grapevine here. Puts the leg in on the left side. Lost his wrist there to Alley. Forsythe is a senior for the Beat Diggers. Keeps that leg right in there. Working on the far ankle. Trying to hip him over. Getting a little crossface going on. We'll head to the second period. 4-0 for Hunter Forsythe. Thompson Valley's choice. He says he'll take down. Forsythe then on the left side. Gets the grape, kind of steps through the leg. Gets the grapevine in, comes a power half off the far side. And Alley pulls that underneath. Forsythe trying to get that wrist free, he does. And come back with a little head lever. A little set out attempt there by Alley from Thompson Valley. Thompson Valley with a set out. But Forsythe grabbed the hammer lock, set it back there in the right hand in the right pocket. And he's out to the side. Keep a little pressure on him, keeps that hammer lock back there. He'll give up on that. And Forsythe throws a grapevine into the left arm, or left leg, and loses his left arm. Forsythe reach over and grab the ankle. 49 seconds left here, second period. Now tries to hit the cross face and turns him over. Thompson Valley wrestler build a pretty good base there. Grab the tight waist. Now here comes a half Nelson attempt. You can hear the coaches, but Forsythe couldn't get it in there. So we're going to get a stalling warning. And it's Thompson Valley wrestler. Forsythe put the grapevine in there. On the left side, trying to get that Turk in there and turn him. Valley gets back to his base. Forsythe start working on the ankle. Tip him over, break him down. And hit that cross face again, stretch him out. We're heading to the third period. 4-0 for Hunter Forsythe. Rode him the whole second period. Hunter will take the down position. 132 pounds. And grab the tight waist, working your arm, broke Forsythe down. Come a little loose right off the whistle. And trying to throw him over the top. He rolls over with that 2-on-1, kind of a tilt move there with the rooster tail by Alley. And of course, I lost his right arm underneath, but trying to build a base and get out of there. Here comes that tilt again. Forsythe trying to turn into him, turns into him, steps over, gets the arm out. We get the reversal, trying to hook the head and turn Alley, but so far hasn't been able to get any leverage on that. But we get a 2-point reversal. Makes it 6-0, and he's setting up that reinforced granny where you put the hammerlock back there, reach under the far arm, and tie up the wrist. But Alley fighting that off.
Elbow in the air, now go.
Aaron Quinlan about to get knots over here trying to show him how to do that. Now he's got an arm bar in there, but Alley fought that off. 40 seconds and counting.
Hey, we get a turn here, bud. Let's go.
Alley
Get a turn here. Get a turn
caught
here.
underneath. Here comes a power half by Forsythe. Alley fights that off. Inside of 30 seconds to go.
Good turn here.
And the Beat Diggers hoping for another win here with 20 seconds left.
We need 2 more. We need 2 more, Hunters.
There's Forsythe working from the top. Now they hit the cross face, trying to trap that far elbow. There's a stalling point coming to Beat Diggers' way. 3 seconds. 2. And this will be another win for the Beat Diggers. 7-0 over Thompson Valley.
138 Thompson Valley.
So Beat Diggers get 2
Waldo
major decisions and 1 7-0. Waldo Nunez is up next for the Beat Diggers. Waldo going to 136 gets Trent Suppley. Is that how you say that? Well, just a little break here. Got a little blood out here, so Trent Soupies. Trent's a sophomore also. S-U-P-P-E-S. As they're cleaning up a little bit.
AC Ice. When you need ice, don't settle for just any old frozen water. Get AC Ice. You can find it in any local grocery or convenience store near you. AC Ice.
Okay, set to go. It's Waldo for the Beat Diggers, is junior. Catches the front headlock on Soupies. Tying up that front headlock, trying to looking in the over position. Soupies kind of caught underneath him. Waldo just tries to bust him backwards, rising towards the cheerleaders. And now he reach out, grab an ankle, and get him stretched out there. Soupies fights that off. Oswaldo spins around behind, and there's the takedown. Spun around circle about 2.5 times. Get that takedown. He lifts Soupies up, dumps him down. Catches a hard cross face. Working over the edge and out of bounds.
Hey, let's go. Keep it up. Keep the pressure there. Keep the pressure there.
Waldo in on the left side. 51 seconds gone here, first period. He'll slap on a 2-on-1. Soupies got up to his knee. Waldo with the tight waist. They're working for wrist control. Soupies getting wrist control, turning in. Waldo gets in a double leg position. Gets caught and spladled up on his back for a second. Now Wallace flops him over, stretching him out, going for the pin. And there it is. Waldo was on his back for a moment. And the adrenaline must have hit because he just comes right back and gets the pin win. Whoa. Oh, man. 122 pin for Oswaldo Nunez. Okay, that makes it 24-17 Beat Diggers. And Bryce Thomas steps out for the Beat Diggers at 145. He's going against Jay McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
And there's a shot by McLaughlin. He's in on Bryce.
Come on, bud, get out of there.
McLaughlin, a junior. Bryce gets to his feet and runs out of bounds. Bryce up to his feet, trying to run away, circles around, they get to the edge and they'll be out of bounds. And a little extracurricular activity there by McLaughlin, throwing him down. At 145 pounds. Ricky Mendez will be up next for the Beat Diggers. Bryce trying to work off the bottom. That wrist underneath, only 2-0 for Thompson Valley wrestler after that takedown. So working through those wrists underneath. Bryce up on his knees, can't get his head up. Builds a little better base. Oh, he gets tied up on his back. They're not going to give any back points yet. And Bryce, no, they are going to give 2 near fall points. They'll go out of bounds. I thought it looked like he was tied up, but they're going to give 2 near fall points to the Thompson Valley wrestler out of that scramble. They're trying to walk them wrists around. Bryce trying to giving up quite a bit of weight here at 145. McLaughlin walking that wrist around, getting some back points here. Bryce trying to pop out of there. It'll last a period, but that'll be probably 3 near fall points. Make it 7-0 for the Thompson Valley wrestler, Jay McLaughlin. They'll go on the neutral position here in the second period. Working to the edge. McLaughlin will follow him back to the center. Tie up the wrist, a little arm drag by McLaughlin. A nice little takedown there by the Thompson Valley wrestler. Oh, now he's got a half Nelson in there. Working an arm bar off the right side, and Bryce not quite giving up back points. Now he will be. Referee looking for the pin as McLaughlin's got him tied down, and that'll be the pin win for Thompson Valley. That comes at 2:45 in the match.
152 to Thompson Valley, Chase Engelhardt.
Okay, Ricky Mendez will be up against Chase Engelhardt here at 152 pounds. Coach Quinlan out now having a conversation with the referee. I'm not sure, can't read the lips from here, but Aaron Quinlan's going to have a little conversation. Wyatt Fowl will be up next, and it's Hunter Williams. And we're going to shake hands here at 152. Ricky Mendez is senior. Engelhardt is sophomore. Engelhardt in on a single leg on Ricky. He gets tripped down. It'll be a takedown for Engelhardt. Over to the far edge. Ricky trying to stand up, feel those wrists. Englehart. He's working a 2-on-1. They're facing away from us. Got the mat light going tonight on this big maroon mat. There's a half Nelson coming from Englehart. Ricky gets to his feet, but can't break the wrist. He gets lifted up and dumped down hard right to his knee. Englehart tying up the wrist. Got a tilt going there. And they're counting points. New rule this year, they will count points even if your shoulders are out of bounds. 2-point near fall. As they do go out of bounds. 30-17 on the team side for Thompson Valley. And Mendez is going to get tilted over, giving up some back points with that 2-on-1 tilt. 2 more near fall for Thompson Valley wrestler. Mendez trying to get wrist free and peel. Give a penalty point to Ricky, getting pushed out of bounds. Not sure of that one, but getting a little conversation with the other side now. And Mendez trying to work out from underneath.
Get your wrist back, head up.
Inside of 18 seconds to go, he's going to get tilted over again. It's kind of a cheap tilt there. And it'll be 3 near fall points. 7 seconds and counting here. Ahead to the second period. 9-1 for the Thompson Valley wrestler. Englehart wants neutral. And we're underway here in the second period. A good little pummeling battle out there on their feet. Ricky painting some shots. Not first shot. Ricky kind of backed up and blocked it. Little headlock attempt right at the edge, and they'll be out of bounds. Englehart with the headlock attempt. Low single leg shot by Englehart. Ricky worked his way against that. Come back up facing each other. Oh, dropping down the singles. Englehart, he'll trip him back right to his side there. Will be another takedown for Englehart. Make it 11-1. Mendez trying to get those wrists cleared underneath. Englehart working his one-on-ones. Ricky stands up. Englehart's right at the edge. Ricky high steps it out of there and gets the escape. Ricky with a shot now. Gets caught in a little underhook. Englehart trying to make the throw. Ricky will sprawl away against that shot. 35 seconds and counting here in the second period. Mendez will grab a wrist. And look for inside control. And Mendez, Ricky trying to do a little arm throw, but it didn't work. It's going to be a takedown there for Englehart. Make it 13-2. This is a short time second period. We'll try a little tilt again, but we'll head to the third period. 13-2 for the Thompson Valley wrestler. Okay, Ricky wants top here in the third period. Moves in on the right side. Good stand up by Englehart. Ricky will throw in a grapevine. Trying to spladle him out. He's working that far knee. It's that Englehart trying to pop out of there. Ricky loses the knee, and the official's going to say stalemate. Only 16 seconds gone here in the third period. Englehart trying to stand up. Ricky throws in the grapevine on the left side. Englehart grabs that ankle, trying to suck it underneath there. Hit back into Ricky. Ricky's kind of caught underneath, kind of a high bridge. Ricky's going to have to bail out and get up the escape reversal. 15-2 for Englehart. A deep, tight waist by Englehart. And rolling over the top. Ricky's kind of trying to bridge up there. And fights over, gets his shoulders away, and they're going to give him the back points out of bounds, and that'll be the match. 17-2. That's for people who've been watching here. That's a new rule change this year, so it'll be a tech fall. So 5 more team points for Thompson Valley. That'll move it up 35-17. And Wyatt foul against Hunter Williams here at 160. Thompson Valley has 3 ranked wrestlers. One was Hunter Williams at 145.
They're going.
Or, excuse me. This is Hunter Williams out there right now. He's ranked at 3 at 145. Foul right in on a single leg. Goes to a double. Throws it over the top. He's got Williams kind of caught underneath. Foul ranked number 2. And foul's got him. Yeah, I don't know sure who's got who here. There's a figure 4 on the head. Foul trying to work out of that. Now he's got Williams underneath, and Foul gets a takedown. Foul's got the leg tied up, trying to work a cross face. Aaron calling that the claw. And he tries to throw a half from the far side. Keeps that grapevine in there, working that far wrist, left wrist. He's ranked at 145, wrestling 160 tonight. Now Foul trying to put an arm bar, reinforced arm bar in here on that right arm. Gives up on the wrist underneath. Now trying to get out there and work something from the far side.
Good pressure. Keep your hips tight.
Foul keeping that arm bar here on the right side. He broke down there. Put a hammerlock in out of that. Not sure what he's going to do with it there. Catches the other side, reinforces it. Trying to Granny. Can't quite throw him over with it. As Williams comes up and trying to get out of there. Now he's on his back. Back point's going Foul's way. And we're going to get a couple of them here, but we run out of time in the first period. 2 near fall points for Wyatt Foul. Wyatt's choice. He defers it. Coach says, what do you want? The wrestler says, what do you want me to do? He's going to take down Hunter Williams on the bottom. Wyatt Foul in on the right side. Ranked number 2 on the 3A side. Williams number 4 on the 4A side. And Foul working near side, the right side. Wrist. Got the little leg hook on the back and a tight waist. We're going to give Foul a stalling warning on that, trying to work that head into the side. Foul on the right side is a restart. Foul trying to get the grapevine in. Circles that, scissor circles that near leg. Trying to chop. Now get the cross face in there. Trap that far elbow. Trying to get a cradle. And suicides him over to his back. He's got a cross face cradle locked up. Going for the pin. Hunter Williams on his back, and there it is. The pin win for Wyatt foul. How about that?
For your Brook Beatmakers, Nick Welland.
How about that? 35-23. Nick Welland will be going here in just a moment as he takes on, let's see, Tate Smack.
He's a sophomore.
ACK. They're very young. He's also a sophomore. Nick Welland, a sophomore also. And we're underway at 170. Smack trying to tie up those wrists. Welland drops the knee and circles. Couple of hard snap down attempts by both of them. Smack in on a single leg. Welland sprawls away and snaps him down, spins around behind and gets the takedown. Quick move by Welland. Welland working a near wrist. Kind of a spiral right, trying to snap him back here. Smack's set now. Gets him back in the base position. And he'll throw a leg in here on her near side. Guys say put the big claw on there. Heard a lot about the big claw, but he's got a half Nelson, got the double grapevine. Yeah, double grapevine in there. Break Smack flat. Facing away from us. And staying parallel. 20 seconds of counting here in the first period. Welland up 2-0. Sets up his tilt. Over goes Smack. He's on his back for a 1 count. Couldn't hold him there for a 2. Now they hit the cross face. That's it. Wrist underneath. Smack trying to build a base. 4 seconds left. He looked up at the clock. Welland will throw that spiral right in there. We'll head to the second period. Welland up 2-0. Thompson Valley's choice. He'll defer it. Be next choice. He'll take down.
No legs, no wrist. You're up. Explode. Hands up. Hands up and explode.
Smacking on the left side. Welland goes to the left and the right. We get locked hands on Smack. Welland really moving off the whistle. And it's going to cost a point on Smack. As Welland went one way then the other. And the whistle came with the penalty point. Quick stand up by Welland. He gets tripped back down, hits a hard switch, comes up, faces Smack, and we get the escape. Boarded a little early. Thought he might get the reversal out of that. That'll make it 4-0 for Welland. Goes down to one knee. Staying low. And come back up. Pretty good head taps out there by both of them. Oh, nice little single leg shot by Smack. And he's trying to pick it up. Welland with the whizzer in there. And Smack trying to throw him down. Welland trying to kick out of there. And Smack has a double leg, and he's going to get a takedown right here at the edge. Trying to make it 4-2. Welland up by 2. 45 seconds gone, second period. Quick stand-up attempt by Welland. Trying to peel those wrists. Gets out, faces Smack. Trying to get around behind him. He's around behind, has a reversal, and he'll be out of bounds right here in front of us. He's 6-2 for Nick Welland. Takes Smack. Gets set. And Welland with a hard side drag. Gets that tight waist in there. Hits a hard cross face. Traps that far elbow. Reaching back, locks up a cradle on him. Working that cradle. Lost the cradle. Smack gets in a set out position. Trying to stand up. Welland working the wrist. Lifts him up. Guns him down. Smack looking our way. Welland's working one wrist and the other. Smack trying to build a base. Here with crossface, another mean crossface. Had that far elbow for a moment. And try to come from underneath. There he goes. Yep. Can't quite get that elbow to cooperate. Smack gets it out there. Now Welland will grab that left wrist. Kind of roll it underneath. 2 seconds left here, and we'll head into the third period. Welland up 6-2. Okay, well, we'll start on the bottom. Smack wants top. So Welland, quick hard switch, comes to his feet. Hasn't quite got out of there. Smack trying to put him down. Welland stands up, and they'll be out of bounds. I'm saying he didn't lose control, but that ate up 11 seconds. Welland set. Official talking about the setup. Quick stand-up attempt by Welland. Smack grabs that near arm this time. And Welland going to get these feet. Working those wrists free. Walks away with the escape.
He's tired.
7-2 for Welland here. Minute 30 left in the match. Arm drag worked by Welland. They work the edge. And Smack's going to back out of bounds. Restarted. Thompson wrist ties. Smack kind of backing away. Tries to feint his shot. Hops away from that. Smack is in on a single leg. Kind of setting on his hip. Welland says thank you. Pops his head down, and they'll be out of bounds. Have to restart. Inside a minute to go.
Push it. 1 minute spread.
Smack trying to tie the wrist up.
Heavy hands to the elbow. Move the elbow.
Welland going side to side. Welland right down on a single leg. Pulls it in. Smack trying to get the whizzer in there. Welland gives up on that single leg and backs away. Smack feints the shot. Welland trying to spin around behind. And they'll be out of bounds. Right into the Thompson Valley bench area. Inside of 30 seconds to go. Welland up 7-2.
Step the head. Move the head. Move the head. Heavy.
Oh, nice snap down, spin around behind by Welland for the takedown. Makes it 9-2. Inside of 9 seconds to go. Welland's going to throw a grapevine in here on the near side. If that's going to be the match, not quite a major victory, but a big victory for the Beatniks. 9-2 for Nick Welland. So that'll make it 35-26 on the team side. Chase Barnett up next at 182 pounds.
Chase Barnett, he goes against Caleb Burton.
Caleb Burton.
And he's a 10th grader.
And he's also a sophomore. Chase right out there and ties up. Coming to a big tie up again. Barnett will go ear to ear. He throws that away. Circle back under the mat light. There's a headlock attempt coming by, Burton. And Barnett went to his back. He's in deep trouble. Burton going for the pin. Barnett rolls out of there. Going to give up 5 points, but he's on his belly. After that 3-point near fall. On the throw. So Barnett trying to build a base. Burton staying parallel with him. Barnett base is up. Burton trying to throw a, well, I thought he had a half Nelson in there, but now he's got locked hands. The official caught that. That'd give Chase a point on the penalty. It's a momentary one, but they'll give Chase a chance to go from the bottom again. 47 seconds left, first period. Chase down by 4. Caleb Burton in on the left side. Chase in the set-out position, about to get snapped back. Gets back to his base. Trying to buck Burton off the top. And Burton works on the wrist. Tries to bust Barnett forward. That doesn't work. Working the wrist there. Barnett stands up, trying to peel away there. And Burton throws him down and stays in control. Pretty good scramble out there for both wrestlers. Burton still in control with 10 seconds left in the first period. And Barnett standing up again and trying to run away. And the Thompson Valley wrestler might have got away with locked hands again. This one was a little more blatant than the other one. Barnett's going to defer the choice. And Burton wants bottom. Chase moves in on the right side. And he'll chop that near arm. Breaks him down the second time. And he's out to the side trying to run a half. Gives up on that. Burton stands up, trying to peel away, and they'll go out of bounds. Chase Burton also only a sophomore. So. Wow, a lot of sophomores on that squad. Okay, here comes a tight waist by Barnett, working a near ankle. The coach is over there. Barnett will grab the wrist, dump him down over at the edge, and they'll be out of bounds. Chase, a junior for the Bee Diggers. Burton gets set. Barnett will come in on the right side. Good hard side drag by Barnett. And he's thrown a half Nelson trying to run it. Burton pulls that off. Burton trying to stand up. Just put a leg in there for a second. Block that. Barnett trying to hang on to those wrists. He's going to lose him to the escape. So that'll make it 6-1. For Burton. 55 seconds and counting here in the second period. These two guys really pummeling and working on each other. Back to center. Barnett trying to push the head down. Burton caught a wrist, though. I thought he was going to get a front headlock on him. And they're still pummeling away. Barnett looked like he's trying to load up a throw on Burton. Burton ducks his head. Barnett drops down to a single leg. Burton, good sprawl. Now Burton trying to come in and get maybe a lateral drop or something going. Barnett fought out of that. And we're going to go to the third period. Chase down by 5.
There's some blood time.
I think we had a little blood time there.
Transwest Chevrolet Buick, serving Northeast Colorado and now located in Fort Morgan and Sterling. They have a great selection of new and used vehicles. Stop by and take a test drive at Transwest Chevrolet Buick.
Okay, and tomorrow night we've got 3 duels for you. Beat Diggers against Wiggins, and Beat Diggers against Fort Morgan Mustangs, and the Fort Morgan Mustangs against the Wiggins Tigers in the Morgan County triple duel. One more match to go tonight. Thomas Metlin will be up for the Beat Diggers at 195.
Here we go. One.
Well, now we got a little blood out on the mats. You might have time for another one.
Cargill Meat Solutions. Cargill is committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com.
Okay, there's an escape for Chase Barnett. He's getting locked up in a throw position. Tries a little heel trip on Burton. Coming as a headlock attempt by Chase. And Burton's going to bust him forward. Chase right to his feet. Comes back and gets the escape. 8-3. A wild scramble there. 30 seconds gone here in the third period. Chase Barnett. Nothing else, he'll maul you, but he's in there with a mauler and Burton too. They're really going at it. 182 pounders. And back forehead to forehead tie up, kind of catching their wind there a little, I think. Barnett gets a little underhook. Gets that front headlock, snaps him down, trying to spin around behind. Burton grabs a single leg. Barnett sprawls away, pops around behind. Nope, not quite. Burton blocked it with an arm. Now Barnett gets a kind of a crunch cradle. Burton breaks that. Barnett, the front headlock, trying to snap him down again. Snaps him down. Can't quite get behind him. Now, they come back up. 30 seconds from counting. And Barnett with a single leg tackles him down, jumps on him, and he'll be out of bounds with 21 seconds on the clock. 8-5. Barnett down by 3. Got a little more blood time?
The Beat Diggers starting lineup is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Proud to be Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan, with locations in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and Brush. They are available 24/7 for your banking needs. That's Equitable Savings and Loan.
Official over helping the wrestler put his headgear on.
Stubbs Gas and Oil.
I think we're good. Okay, time to stop. So we got 21 seconds left. Chase Barnett will be working from the top. Down by 3. Barnett in on the right side. He's out to the front. Grabs a throw, rolls the Burton over. And he's trying to do it again. He's got that front headlock. 10 seconds left. And there's Barnett got the near side and overhook. Trying to put Burton down, but they'll be out of bounds with 2.8 seconds left. That'll be the match, and it was a dandy. It'll go Thompson Valley's way, 8-5. But Thompson Valley will pick up another 3 points to make it 38-26. And we go up to 195 pounds. Thomas Metlin stepping out for the Beat Diggers, weighing about 176 and a half. And he'll get Matt Dunkelman. And they shake hands. Dunkelman looks, well, he's listed as a senior. He looks younger than some of those sophomores out there. Dunkelman a long-range shot. And a little drop down to single leg, lifts Metlin up and dumps him down. Almost a slam there. But Dunkelman gets the takedown on Thomas Metlin. Metlin back to center. Dunkelman in on the right side. And Metlin trying to hit a switch. Dunkelman settles that down. Now Dunkelman's just going to turn Metlin loose, push him away. Shoots in again. Metlin catches a front headlock on him and popping him down is Dunkelman for another takedown. Half Nelson from the far side. Almost, there's a full Nelson there. How can you not call that a full Nelson? You sleep out there or what? The girl, my goodness. He had it on there for 3 minutes, 3 seconds anyway. And Metlin getting out there with a switch, grabs the knee, and he's out in front, driving into Dunkelman. Thomas teed out the front. He's about trying to pick up an escape. Now, Dunkelman heel trips him back, right to his back, steps over, got Metlin in deep trouble, and there's the pin. Going Thompson Valley's way. Okay, end up 44 for Thompson Valley, 26 for the Beat Diggers. Not too bad, since Beat Diggers gave up 12 points on forfeits at 220 and 285. And let's see, also at lost by a fall back at 106 pounds. But we'll try to catch up all of that. But let's take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be back on 1010, KSIR, and KSIR.com. 44-26, the Beat Diggers go down to Thompson Valley, one of the top 4A programs in the state. Thought your wrestlers did really well, Aaron.
Absolutely. These guys are coming off, our first Patriot League action last week. So it's always good to get into Thompson Valley. They've been one of the top programs in the state in the last decade. So it's nice to see how we match up against those guys. I thought our guys wrestled really well. I think our JV went out there and we'd go.
They were 5-0
or
5 of 8.
Yeah.
I had it here somewhere in this pile.
So our JV guys went out there and started us off tonight. Had some really big wins from those guys. And then our varsity guys just kept it rolling. It's always nice to have some of these bigger schools come out here and, us go out and be aggressive and out wrestle them and outwork them. I think that happened a lot tonight. So I think we're in a great spot heading into our Morgan County duels tomorrow and the Old Chicago tournament this weekend. So it was always good to see our kids come out and wrestle this tough against a top quality program like Thompson Valley.
Yeah, well, that's not the one I scored, but Austin Curtis won his 7-4. Oh, there it is. Still can't read my writing, but Austin won at 113, 7-4. Tristan Kirby lost to Apollo at 132 by a fall, and Juan Garcia lost to Harrison Bittner by a fall at 138. And Hunter Ludgate. Boy, need a couple more weights out there. Some of the ways some
absolutely,
of these guys are wrestling.
We're stacked all the way through those middleweights there, and it'd be nice if we could put 2 guys in. Because our guys are not necessarily 1 and 2. We're 1A and 1B. Whoever had a better Monday, and that can change all the time. But our guys are working hard and pushing each other in the room, so that's always good to see.
That's what makes a good program. It always sucks to be number 2. But
absolutely.
Number 1 can't get there without a lot of help from other people. So Hunter Ludgate had a good match against Colby Fritzner, won at 11-0. Tommy England, he's pretty green, but he sticks his nose in there. He lost by a fall to Aiden Schaefer. Of course, another one, varsity wrestler most of last year, Jade Queen, Can't quite get that 60-pound spot.
Nope, yep, and he's dealing with some ankle injuries and things like that, but it's good to see him come out and battle through and get the pin for us there in a pretty tight match.
And it's a Jack Eichmiller. And at 182, Tristan Dory. That was a good match.
Yep, and Tristan, same thing. He's been battling some injuries throughout the year. He hasn't quite had all of our practice time in, but it's good to see him, be healthy for a couple days and get out there and get some matches in. And, Tristan and Tommy and Bloodgate and all these other guys, they're, and they're busting their butt every day. So it's good to see him come out here and have some success and be competitive. And, it's exciting to see where our JV guys are compared to some of the other top programs in the state, where I think we definitely out-wrestled most of their guys tonight. So that's always good.
Yeah, Gibby Mendez. It's a new name for me. Going against Donovan Love, we got that 38-second pin to finish it off.
Yeah, same thing. He's he's had some injuries to deal with, but it's nice to see him come out and battle.
It is. Looks like you got the real results over there.
Yep. So we started off with our 220s. We're giving up a forfeit, and heavies giving up a forfeit. Hopefully, we can fill those weights here pretty soon. And then we got Mario Franco. He's a new guy. He's never wrestled before, and he's out there and he's excited, and he's exciting to watch and practice. And he went out there and had some good shots to begin the match, and ended up losing by fall to a probably more experienced wrestler who's got quite a few more years under his belt than he does. But it's exciting to see where he can go.
He is. I'm not quite sure who he wrestled. It was
Cameron Hamill.
Right.
Yeah, they have him down as a 13, but he was wrestling sixes tonight.
Oh, okay. That led to a lot of my confusion.
Yep. Lineups changing all the time on us.
I didn't realize we were starting at 6. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we moved that up with, we figured we'd have 8-9 JV matches and, try to get these guys out of here at a decent time.
Okay. Lost that one, and then Eric Urbina.
Eric, Eric's a new find for us this year also. He's a sophomore. He has very, very little wrestling experience, but he's very eager to learn, and he's pushing it every day, and it's nice to see him come out here and have some success again, getting that fall for us, big in the duels, and he's doing a great job working to get better every day.
Okay, and then Colin Cole lost a tough one there to Ariel Siegel.
Yeah, Colin always wrestles solid, and he's in good position, and he's pushing the pace, and he had a great ankle pick there to start off the match, and then kind of started hanging in some ties and ended up in positions we didn't need to be in, and kind of got caught there. But I know Colin's a better wrestler than that, and it'll be interesting to see how he bounces back from this tomorrow and into the weekend. But I'm sure he'll do just fine with that. He usually, he's got a good head on his shoulders, so he'll take this loss and look at his mistakes and fix those before tomorrow.
And your 1-2 punch there, Caleb Cox dropped to 126.
Yep. Caleb, we went up to 32s for a while, see how that felt for us. Now we're going to go back down to 26s for a while and see how that feels for us there. He looked pretty good today. Again, he's super aggressive on his feet. He's got great shots, and when he smells blood, he finishes the match, and that's what he did tonight.
Major decision, 13-0 over Jurgensen from Thompson Valley. And then Hunter Forsyth went at 132.
Yep, and then Hunter, he's a new kid to our program. He's had some good success. He went to camp with us this summer and wrestled really well down there. And same thing, he's got a good motor, and he's super aggressive. And that's one of the first times I've really seen him wrestle in a match, because he went to Akron with our JV at the beginning of the year, and then wrestled some really short matches here at our JV tournament. So it was good to see Hunter get out there and be dominant on top. And turn kids and score lots of points and be aggressive and be in control of it the whole time. So I'm very excited to see where Hunter ends up for us.
Yeah, he picked up a 7-0 win.
Yep.
Then Oswaldo Nunez, he always gives you your money's worth, a 122 pin over Trent Supis.
Yep. And, Trent's a tough kid. This Thompson Valley is tough through and through. But Oswaldo went out there and was aggressive and, got caught up in a spladle for a little bit. But Yeah.
Kind of looked like somebody shot him with a hot shot.
Yep, exactly. He knew he shouldn't have been there, and he got out of it right away and turned around and finished the match. And you can always count on Oswaldo to be going 100% the entire time. So it was good to see him, recover from that and go out and finish that match.
And Bryce Thomas battling at 145. He's given up a few pounds.
Yep, he's given up a few pounds and some experience to some kids. He's learning every day, though. Last week he had a tough match against University and, fixed a lot of things overnight. So I think, we'll go back and look at this film tonight and see what he needs to work on and, make sure he's scoring his points when he has the opportunities. He's always looking for two, always trying to score more, but, we got to realize that sometimes we need to just score when we can score. If that's 1 point or, 2 points, whatever it is, we got to make sure we're scoring when we can score.
Ricky Mendez run into kind of a buzzsaw there in Englehart.
Yep, Englehart is, really, really tough kid. He's, I know he's top five in 4A there. It's not an excuse. He's just a solid kid. And Ricky, Ricky's squirrely and aggressive and everything, but he's just got to make sure he's, using his length to his advantage. Sometimes he gets his head too close to his knee and gets out of position, just because he's so lanky. So he's got to make sure we're staying in good position there and scoring those matches. We went on top and tried to hit some moves to score some points, and that guy is just super solid wrestler. And Ricky battled the entire time and didn't give up the fall, so that's always good.
And Wyatt Fowl moving up to 160s. Looked pretty good tonight.
Yeah, he did. We had that tough match against Jimmy LeConte last week, and Wyatt can wrestle 1 point matches with pretty much dang near anybody in the country. So it's we talked about it this week. He needs to open up and let it fly. When he did just that tonight. He opened up and was aggressive and physical and controlled the match from the first whistle. And that Williams is a very, very tough wrestler. But Wyatt controlled the match and did what he needed to do and took opportunities and took some risks. And that's what you got to do to win those tough matches against other top three kids. So it's good to see him come out on top there.
Ranked number 4 at 145 on the 4A side. So just no contest in that one.
Yep.
And Nick Wellen.
Yep, Nick did a great job. He's always moving forward. He's always getting on great shots. Now he's starting to finish more of those shots, where last year he wasn't quite doing that. And, I think that's what kept us from going to the state tournament. But this year he's turned the corner a lot faster on those shots, and he's getting to the shots and finishing them. So it's good to see him come out, and wrestle a kid like Smack, who's a pretty solid kid. Good to see him come out and get that decision. And, Nick could have been satisfied with a 7-2 win, but, we needed that major. So Nick went out there and got another takedown and was working for a turn there at the end, with 2-3 seconds left. He was going the entire match and building and driving and working to score points like that is what's going to make the difference for these kids down the road when they're always, working to score for a full 6 minutes, not just working for a win, but working to score and score and score.
There's times tonight I think the other guys didn't want to be out there in the third period.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd like to see that.
Yep. I was talking to Coach Gerard after the duel, and he says, "Man, you guys are physical. That was what we needed." He says, "You guys were tougher than us tonight. We gave up a couple forfeits that ended up hurting us point wise, but I think we were more physical than them. We were, I think out-conditioned them a little bit and." Gave them everything they could handle and a little bit more in some cases.
At 182, Chase Barnett, that was 8-5, and he come back in the third period, and a lot of that was just
1-2.
Quit.
Exactly.
And those two really went at it. That was a fun match to watch.
Yep, yeah. Chase, same thing. That's, hopefully a consistent theme with our guys is we're not going to quit, we're not going to give up, and we're going to make you wrestle the entire 6 minutes, no matter what the score is, no matter who's winning, we're going to wrestle the entire 6 minutes and, try to finish the match wherever we can. Chase had a great chance there at the end. He got the takedown and got on top and went for a turn. Didn't quite have his arm where he needed to be. And I think, if we have our arm in one position instead of the other, we probably end up finishing that match and decking that guy and, getting the pin there. But it was great to see him finish the match and, like I said, wrestle the entire 6 minutes and no matter what the score.
And Thomas Medlin giving up a pound or two.
Yeah,
And Dunkelman,
20 or so.
20 or so.
Yeah.
Dunkelman looked like the real deal. Even
Oh,
though he's a
absolutely.
sophomore, too.
Yeah, and Dunkelman's a really tough kid. You know, he was a state placer for Loveland 2 years ago, and then moved over to Thompson Valley and tore his ACL and sat out the year. But you know, the kid is well put together, and he's very physical and very aggressive. So it's, you know, good for Tommy to see what's out there as far as, you know, competition and what, you know, one of the best kids in the state looks like at 195. So he has something to strive for and something to work for. You know, again, he's pretty inexperienced. He's got 20 pounds, giving up 20 pounds every time. But that, you know, you never hear Tommy make excuses about any of that, and he's always working and striving for that win. You know, even in that match, you know, outmatched and outsized, he fought the entire time, and you know, was fighting to get off his back. You know, like I said, Dunkelman's just a really, really tough kid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that does it for all our matches, but that's quite a week for you guys. This is one way to get warmed up for the rest of the year.
Yep, absolutely. You know, our schedule's pretty loaded here this last week, but we'll get a couple week break after this. So I think our kids will, you know, get a real good shot at a real look at where they're at as far as, you know, technique and shape and weight wise. You know, see if they need to lose some weight over break and get down a weight class, or if they, you know, if they're good where they're at and just need to keep working. So it'll be good to see how the weekend goes.
Tomorrow will be a triple duel,
Yep.
3 matches, and you got to come home early. Who's closer, you or Wiggins?
No, we'll be the last duel.
You'll be the last duel.
Yep. We'll sit out the beginning. It'll be Fort Morgan and Wiggins, and then us and Wiggins and us and Morgan to close the night out. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of tough matches. You know, all of our duels this year have had some great matches. So make sure you guys come out and watch that. Wiggins only have 5 wrestlers, but they got some tough kids. So the matches they do have are going to be some good matches. And then always Fort Morgan, you know, they're going to give us their best, and you know, we're going to give them our best, and you know, see how it comes out tomorrow. But
it'll be a lot of fun. We'll
absolutely.
be on the air at 5:30, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, well, thanks, Aaron.
Yep.
Maybe we can talk to you tomorrow
I think so.
after the matches or between the matches
Yep.
or something.
Sounds good.
Thanks for stopping by, and great job.
Thank you.
Great. I hope everybody out there listening could have been here, because it was well worth the
Absolutely.
money.
Some very, very good wrestling tonight.
And very good kids. You got to be having fun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know, you can't really ask for a better group of kids. You know, wrestlers are pretty squirrely and rambunctious, and I know they're a pain for everybody, but, you know, these kids are pretty good kids, and it's nice to be around them. You know, they listen and, you know, work their tail off. As, you know, you can see the product on the mat definitely shows our conditioning and our mindset. So it's a good group of kids to be around. You know, like to spend time with those guys and watch them work hard, and then watch them come out here and have some success against a quality 4A program.
It is, and they're all bunched together there, so I don't see a bunch of bruises on you this year.
Nope. Don't have to wrestle with too many of them. So
Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay, well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Rob.
Okay. Well, and thanks again to everybody listening in and all our great sponsors. We'll thank everybody for, well, Emily working the board, and I lost my commercials here. Here they are. But we don't want to forget our post-match show was brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center. And they have farm products. It's your headquarters for your home, farm, ranch supplies, from plumbing to feed, with 3 locations to serve you here in Brush and in Fort Morgan and Sterling. Please stop by and check out all their great stuff. That's Mr. D's Ace Farm and Home Center. And Western Engineering Consultants. They provide civil engineering services for aviation, municipal, commercial, and residential clients located in Colorado. Western Engineering is invested and involved in the communities they work in. They want to wish good luck to all the athletes as they compete this year. And also, how about the State Farm Insurance? When you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, turn to the office of Greg Mullen and Brush. Home, auto, life, health. State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call, 842-4555, 842-4555. in Central Auto Parts. You need your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape, so make sure you take care of them by purchasing the best quality parts at great prices at your local Napa store. That's Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. And don't forget Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Looking to find insurance for your home, car, or even for you, call Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. They've got locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. They can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or provide a quote. Stop by and see Dale here in Brush or the gang up in Fort Morgan for Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Okay, that wraps it up here. They're shut the lights off on us, so I think they want us to go home. Beat Diggers lose the duel 44-24, but wrestled well with wins by Eric Urbina, Caleb Cox, Hunter Forsyth, Oswaldo Nunez, Wyatt Fowl, Nick Wellen, all picked up wins for the Beat Diggers and had several 5 wins also on the JV side. So Rob Hastings and Emily back at the board, all our great sponsors, and my wife Cleta for helping me out. Thanks again. Good night from Brush. Beat Diggers lose it 44-24. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget at 5:30 here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Good night.